Hi Smiths, this is the first of a series of videos I'll be conducting to help you review for the test by walking you through problem by problem each of the questions on these review worksheets, the Unit 6 test review worksheets. This is Unit 6 test review 3, and as we go through this I'm going to let you know exactly which types of problems are going to be on the test as well. So in this problem number 1, they want us to solve for x and y. I also noticed that problem number 1 split into two parts, A and B. The first part has these two triangles and the second part has these two. Well, x and y are here. Here's x, one side of the triangle, and y, a side of the other. Now if I look at this first, 1A, I notice that the triangles look a little off kilter. They're sideways. So it might be hard to tell, but we know that these triangles are similar because of these congruency marks. So these triangles are similar because they have at least two angles that are congruent. So we know by angle similarity that their sides are proportional. We know that when we write a proportion, we need to remember our mantra, that special saying that we say over and over and again, same with same. Now it might be hard to tell which side goes with which side. What's same with same? What's corresponding? And I'm actually going to use the angle congruency marks that we just talked about. So if I look at angle congruency mark 1, and I called it 1 because there's only one mark, it shares a side with the angle that has two congruency marks. And on this triangle on the right, it also shares a side with the angle that has two congruency marks. So to keep same with same, I need to do 33 over y. Well, I know I have three sides, so I'm going to need three total ratios. Let's look at the next angle. It has two congruency marks, and it shares a side with the angle that has 3. This one also has two congruency marks, and shares a side with the angle that has 3. Well, on the left, that side is x. On the right, that side is 20. Okay. Well, the last side starts at angle with 3 congruency marks, and it runs to the angle with 1. And on the right triangle, it's the same. Here's our 3 congruency marks, runs to the angle with just 1. Well, the measurement on the left is 36, and on the right, it's 24. So notice now, I have same with same because I have yellow with yellow, I have orange with orange, and I have green with green. But I also have same with same because I kept my measurements from the left triangle on top and my measurements from the right triangle on the bottom. Well, once we get here, all we need to do is cross multiply and solve. Well, y times 36, that's just 36y. And 33 times 24 is 792. Go ahead and check me with your calculator. You could divide by 36 on both sides, and you get y equals 22. Well, I also noticed that they gave me units, so I need to use units. So y actually equals 22 centimeters. I do the same for x. X times 24 is 24x, and 36 times 20 is 720. Divide by 24 on both sides, and I get x equals 30 centimeters. There's my answer. Now, for the next problem, I'm doing almost the exact same thing. Again, I know that they're similar because of angle similarity. So I can write a proportion. And they have 3 sides as well. So I'm going to write 3 ratios. Now I just need to keep same with same. So here I have the first angle congruency mark. And here I have the first angle congruency mark. So I have 8, or the triangle on the left, over y, the triangle on the right. All right, well, here's my second congruency mark. And over here, here's my second congruency mark there. Well, in the triangle on the left, that's 6. And in the triangle on the right, that's 4. And last but not least, here's the third congruency mark and the third. So in the triangle on the left, that's 7. In the triangle on the right, it's x. So now all I'm going to do is cross multiply and solve. 6 times y is 6y. 8 times 4 is 32. Well, I know that 6 times 5 is 30, but I don't think 6 goes into 32 evenly. But when you type it into your calculator, you get 5.3 repeating. They didn't give us units, so that's our answer. Again, for x, we just do 6 times x is 6x, and 4 times 7 is 28. Well, I don't think 6 goes into 28 evenly, and it doesn't. But when we divide by 6, we get 4.6 repeating. And they didn't give us units, so that's our answer.